arena. Thousands of them inside the arena. So he got them all in there, and they were getting ready for the race. He locked the doors, and then he had some barbarian army soldiers. And he set them loose on all the people that were there to watch the race. 3 hours later, they killed about 7,000 people, spectators. Theodosius soldiers. True story. So the people wondered, what can they do? Nothing can be done about it. The emperor's gotten away with it. The president has gotten away with it, by the way. Can't nobody do nothing about it. There's a leader, there's a bishop by the name of Ambrose. Ambrose, the bishop. He said, I'm going to see what I can do about this. I know what to do about it. Ambrose decided he knew what to do about it. He's the bishop of the church of Milan at that time. So Theodosius decided to go to church, and he wants to get into church. Ambrose has now notified Theodosius, you cannot come to church. You must come and repent for the sin that you did in sending those people here. Theodosius refused to come and humble himself. So he continued to block him from coming to church. Bishop Ambrose, after writing that letter to Emperor Theodosius, just continued to trust God was going to move on that situation. Finally, it happened on Christmas. It happened on Christmas. Several times Theodosius attempted to come back. But on Christmas, he finally came through a huge church where all the people were there. And Theodosius, yes, he took off his robe. He had some robes on, took off his robes, and then he knelt and gave penance and apologized and asked for God's forgiveness for what he'd done. Ambrose utilized the power of communion to get that man to bow his knee before God and ask for repentance for what he did. And he did. On that Christmas day, before all the people, he was too proud. Nobody could understand, could think of any way to get this emperor, this emperor who was emperor of all Rome, to bend his knee to God. But Ambrose said, I know what I'm going to do. And he sort of sent him a letter saying, you cannot come to church unless you deal with your sin. Virtually excommunicating him out of church unless he did that. True story.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that I want to ask is, I close, do we understand the power of communion?
Oh, yeah.
Do we understand the power? Luke 22, our sermon text, verse 19. And he took bread, gave thanks, and broke it, and gave it to them, saying, this is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. Likewise, he also took the cup after supper, saying, this is the cup of the new covenant in my blood, which is for you. Do we understand the power of communion? Do we understand? There's some, Lavetta, I've done some things that I hate that I did. But I thank God that, John, I can say, God, thank you for your forgiveness. I don't have to worry about things that I've done before, that God has provided a way that I can walk in his forgiveness. There's a power in being able to walk in God's forgiveness. And that comes from that power of that community. I'm talking about the grace of God. Blending this thing together.
Yeah.
Understanding about the power of God. Somehow, Theodosius understood the power of community. He understood what he needed to do. He entered that place. Nothing else, Levetta, nothing else can make him bow his knee. Levetta, this is the answer to the question you've been asked. What about those passing over that keep on want to confess? There's a power. There's a power.
Oh, yeah.
Put them out the church.
Oh, yeah.
God has a way of getting them in the blood. Those who want to say, okay, I'm going to sin and go do it again, God knows how to deal with them. But there are some that want to really come under that blood and under the communion covering of God. I pray everybody has gotten something from this thing. There is power. And I pray that every one of us can understand the grace and glory of God. And the grace, the freeness of God. Rita, I know you haven't done much bad. Your pastor have, don't you? I know, David, I know you ain't done much. And grandson, I know you haven't done much. Anthony, I know you haven't done much, but your pastor have. But guess what? There's a covering. And he tells me that it covers me. The bread. I don't mind I'm going to take some bread. Thank God for the bread. Thank you, David, for bringing that bread today. The bread. That good cracker and that juice. Thank you, Lord. God is doing something. There's a freedom in this thing. Do we understand the freedom that we can walk in? I don't have to worry about that. The old stuff I've done. Because God has made a way. Mama, God has made a way for your hard-headed son. God has made a way.
Oh, yeah.
My wife, God has made a way for your hard-headed husband.
Oh, yeah.
Glory, hallelujah.
Amen.
Don't let you, don't stop too much out. Well, get this thing. Hallelujah. Amen. Can we close in a word of prayer? Let's close. Father, we thank you. Father, thank you so much, Lord. Thank you. We praise you, we exalt you, we worship you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for your new covenant. Thank you, Lord, for the grace, Lord. Thank you for the old covenant, Lord. When you brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, Lord, the Passover covenant, Lord, the old covenant. But Lord, thank you for the new covenant, Lord. That is for all of the people, Lord. Not just Jews, Lord, but Gentiles, Lord. Everyone, Lord, is covered, Lord, that will accept your work, Lord, that you did on the cross, Lord. The bread, Lord, of your body broken for us, Lord. The blood, Lord, that was shed for us, Lord, that covers us, Lord. Father, that you said, do this in remembrance of me, Lord. Help us, Lord, to understand, Lord, all that you have blessed us with, Lord. Help us to understand, Lord, that we can move in, Lord, and be close to you, Lord, because of what you've done, Lord. You provided, Lord, for the entire world, Lord. So, Father, let us not be so much like a Judas, Lord, that walks away, Lord, and so busy wanting to do what we want to do, Lord. Help us, Lord. But yes, Lord, that was Judas' destiny, Lord. I understand that, Lord, but he walked away, Lord. He turned his back, Lord. It had been prophesied that he would, Lord. But help us understand, Lord, that in the sovereignty of everything, Lord, that you control